Hello everyone, so this is my old and faithful printer, Hewlett Packard printer. It's also a photocopier and a scanner. Um, I've had it easily 20 years, maybe as much as 25, 30 years. I can't remember when I got it. It's always served me well and never had reason to want to replace it, but about a year and a quarter ago, I purchased had to get a new laptop because my other one was had broken down completely, really. So I had to get a new laptop, and I discovered when I tried to connect the printer up to it that the laptop didn't recognise it, and my next recourse was then to go to Hewlett Packard's site to download a driver for it to put onto my laptop so that the laptop would recognise it. And I discovered that Hewlett Packard no longer supported this particular printer. So I was dismayed, but couldn't really afford to buy a new printer at the time. So it's just been gathering dust since then. But discussing it recently with my brother-in-law, he said surely it must be possible, to find a way of connecting up, and he directed me towards a YouTube video which I watched and tried the suggestions that were made on this video about how to connect out of date printers to modern laptops, and it didn't work. So just in the last couple of days, it's been really frustrating me. So I thought I would search on YouTube again for other suggestions and try some different things and watch what's happened. Right, there we are. Successfully connected up my printer. So I wanted to just share this knowledge that I've obtained. It is out there, but I had a little bit of difficulty in matching up the guides to my own particular circumstances. So I just want to share what I did with you in case you ever have the problem yourself. Okay, now as I say, I found looking at a lot of the YouTube videos that the suggestions didn't necessarily always match what was appearing on my screen, and they didn't necessarily give me the entire solution to the problem that I had. So um, this is probably going to be the same with you. You may find some of these things work for you, some don't. Um, but this is more or less how I went about it. So you have to go into down here. I think I got Windows 10. Down here, sorry, right click in settings, you get this page here, and you want to look for um, printers and scanners, and up here I've got the option to add a printer or scanner. Now this is normally where you would go just to add any scanner. So a modern one, for instance, that you've just purchased. So you click on add device, and it's still thinking about it here, but it's already this option here. The printer that I want isn't listed. Well, I know it's not going to be listed because I've gone through all this already. So I want to click add manually. Now, down here, you get a lot of options that may work for you. Didn't work for me, and it's saying here, my printer is a little older, help me find it. And you click on next, and it would go through, give you a whole list of printers. And in my case, the one that I wanted, I've got a Hewlett Packard. Let's read it from the label on the printer. A Hewlett Packard PhotoSmart C5180 all in one. So it's not going to be on the next list here. So down here, there's an option to add a local printer or network printer with manual settings. This is what I was obliged to do, having tried this option up here, first of all. So then you get an option here. So it's asking you to use an existing port, and most of the, well, in fact, all but one of the YouTube videos that I watched advised to use this LPT1 printer port. In my own particular case, that was the wrong thing to do. I've got, my printer is very old and it connects to a USB port rather than a designated printer port. So down here, I only discovered right at the last attempts, that you've got this option here, USB 001, and it's telling me it's got here. You wouldn't find this straight away on your computer because I've already installed my computer, so it's recognizing that I've got connected up a PhotoSmart device through that USB port. But you would probably find something basically that says USB. Okay, that's what I'm suggesting you do. And then down here in this next window here, now I've got a lot of printers here, but what you will need to do if you're doing this for the first time is click on Windows Update and just wait. It might take 5 minutes or even longer before it updates you with a lot of kind of generic or manufacturer specific printers that it can offer you. So over here, you will next have an option HP, which is going to give you the Hewlett Packard options. And when I went through all this, I couldn't find. I would have expected it if it was in numerical order for it to be in here. A C5180. Now, the mistake I made was to select C5100 as the series. That made sense to me because I've got a C5180. But in fact, I've also discovered on the very last video that I watched that if your specific number is missing, you should select the next series up and then click on next number up. So go for the slightly higher numerical number and use the driver that is currently installed. I think you would do that. I didn't actually have a driver installed, and then it will ask you for a name. Okay, and it's telling me that this will be a copy because I've already got 520 series selected. And then I'm not going to click on next because I don't want to mess up the arrangement I've already made. But you click on next, and it will ask you, um, do you want to print a test copy or just finish? And click on the test printer page, and it will give you a, a page of um, numbers and letters and so on that will reassure you that you're connected up properly. But that's all you have to do. It is really that simple. But it took me ages to find the appropriate route for my own particular circumstances. As I said, I was kind of diverted along that route of using the printer port first of all. But as I say, possibly in your case, your printer is even older than that particular option. But that works fine, as you've seen. I've now successfully got my printer um, linked up, and I'm really pleased about it because there's no, I don't need all the sort of the more up to date facilities like printing through Wi-Fi, all that kind of thing. And it's a great shame to throw away a perfectly good printer that does everything that I require of it, just in order to keep up with modern conveniences that I don't need. So hope that's helped. Just thought I would share that with you as it's taken me a year and a quarter to work out how to do it, and you may have a similar problem. Thanks for watching.